today let's continue on from previous study and let's investigate deeper into the life of the prophet Elijah and learn from the profound lesson that we can draw from his own journey. And here are more lessons from his life. Number one, he was a man of social justice and willing to stand for the truth. Elijah was a loyal advocate for God's justice and truth. He fearlessly confronted the idolatry and the widespread injustice of his time. You know, that should encourage all of us to stand for what is right, even if it means that we become unpopular, reminding that God's grace is available to strengthen us and equip us all. Number two, he was a man of humility and obedience. Despite his powerful ministry, Elijah remained totally obedient to God's word, even when it seems to be unconventional and challenging to do so. This shows us the importance of humility and total submission to God's plan in our own journey, in spite of the difficult circumstances that we may find ourselves in. Number three, he was a man of compassion. Elijah showed compassion toward the widow of Zarephath, where he manifested compassionate faith and where God intervened by providing for them, herself and her son, during a time of devastating famine. This demonstrates the value of caring for others, doing what we can, and trusting God to do what we can't, especially in time of great need. Number four, he was a man of vision beyond himself. Elijah mentored and passed on his mantle to Elisha, his servant, ensuring that his mission would continue. This really underlines the significance of mentorship and the importance of investing in the next generations. In looking at the life of this great human prophet, we have learned that Elijah's life serves as an example for us today in the power of compassion, humility, obedience, and vision beyond ourselves. As we conclude looking at his life, well, let's go back to where we started. Elijah was a man just as reminded by James of flesh and blood, just as you and I. So by God's grace, there is hope for all of us that when, as human beings, we can do great things for God. But the greatest lesson that we can draw from Elijah's life is that it is not what a great person can do for God, but what a great mighty God can do through any man and woman who makes themselves available to Him that makes the real difference. So be encouraged today. God is not looking for ability, He's looking for availability from all of us. So let's recognize that we are all made of flesh and blood, and by God's grace, as Paul reminds us in Philippians chapter 4:13, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And if we need strength today, let's get to know Him better by getting into His presence and learning from His Word. Then, not only we will be strengthened, we will also do great exploits for God, just as the prophet Elijah and many more in the Bible character actually did. God bless you.